Man, oh man.
Ready to go.
What
Are you
a
ready
fight.
to go?
What a
Here we
fight.
go.
First off, it was a good fight. Alright. I'm not even gonna say hi to y'all. We're here to talk about Garry versus Carlos Prates in the main event, UFC Kansas City. Man, oh man, where even to start? Well, let's start with that because I just watched this is the night of. Man, this guy Carlos Prates, if you would have fought how he fought, in the back end of round 4 and round 5, you might have had a chance to put Garry out, but Garry was on point for the first couple rounds, and I believed in his cardio more than I believed in Carlos Prates, which seemed to be the case. His kicks were on point, and Prates is big for the division. He's like 6'1", but Garry is 6'3", and the size difference is noticeable. And it's not like Garry's trash on the feet, and that's kind of what I think he reminded some of us. I mean, I was a believer. I mean, UFC would have you believe that he, got worse or something. Or the MVP fight where he chose to duck it. But he is an MMA fighter. He is not a kickboxer. He was mixing in the takedowns. And Carlos Prates, okay, so this devil organization, fucking the fighting nerds, he never shot a takedown in the fight, by the way, let's know that. The fighting nerds, this guy Carlos Prates anti-wrestling needs to be studied, or Garry just can't finish a takedown to save his life, or was using him as advanced clinches. Carlos Prates, I don't think threw a knee until like the 3rd round, and we have to find out what's wrong with like Garry's right arm. I think it may be broken. Because this guy Prates hits hard. That's what Garry said. Even blocking it was hurting his arm, and it was definitely clear towards the end of the fight. But Prates knows he has to get a finish. Garry is kind of keeping it. I keep it like a sparring feeling, like kind of playful, like he's high-fiving him. He's doing the fighting nerd to him. And Prates, he starts to get serious, so he starts releasing the backhand, which he was holding back the whole fight because I guess he was scared to get taken down. But when you have the anti-takedown defense that this guy has, especially in this matchup apparently, and I don't know if that's a Garry can't finish takedowns thing, or Carlos Prates, like his anti-grappling is in that fight was really impressive. But he wasn't releasing that backhand. It was kind of like Pereira Ankalaev, and he started releasing it, and he caught. And I don't know if it was an accumulation or if it was one shot. But Garry is hurt on the ground. He is on all fours, going to his and he's running away to the fence with his back turned. Like, really, honestly, the fight could have been called. Like, he wasn't even trying to fight. He was actually running away. Like, crawling away. Like, Prates, it's 30 seconds left, and I'm screaming at the television, throw punches. Because even if Garry just was putting his hand up, he didn't know where he was. You could have just the Darren Liotta is in there. He could call it if you're hitting the hand. It's like Prates it's like he chose to lose the fight. Or maybe he was that tired. Again, saying I didn't fight. I haven't fought in the cage yet. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that's something I'll ever do in my life. I don't know if I ever know the feeling. But good shot. He decided that he was gonna just not like this right here. Carlos Prates didn't attempt not one. And he needs a finish. It's like he was trying to beat him up on the feet. Like, I feel like he left the finish out there. And that's what he fights for. But honestly, when I was looking at Carlos Prates, the highlights they were putting out, all these walk-away KOs, I think he lacks lizard brain, okay? In the fight beforehand, it was Anthony Smith's retirement fight. That Chinese dude that they put out against him. I forgot his name and I forgot his nickname, but it was Anthony Smith's retirement fight, Lionheart. If y'all want to go watch the fight, that man has lizard brain. He didn't even wipe his blood off. Lionheart's blood from when he seen that he drew blood with an elbow, and he spammed like 8 more elbows. He sees that he had this guy on the ground, and instead of he's hitting him to the body, he's hitting him in the just mashing him out. You know, like we need like that, and you can't really develop it. Some people have lizard brain, some people don't. John Jones' lizard brain in his ground and pound is clearly obvious. But Carlos Prates, I think, might lack a lizard brain. And that might have cost him in this fight. He sees the man falling away and he thinks that he's done it.
It's over.
And he didn't finish the fight, and he loses. I don't understand why they're trying to promote these fight nerds as undefeated, by the way. That's Carlos Prates' 7th loss. I guess it's in the UFC, but the man's lost before. I mean, he seemed pretty mad. He's gonna be real mad if he looks at the film after this fight, when he sees Ian Garry doing the damn bear crawl to the damn fence. And I promise you, he could have Fedor Emelianenko tail sunned him. He could have just punched him on the ground, even with his block up. If you just land enough punches and the guy's tired enough and he's hurt enough, and he's crawling away, and he's tired and he doesn't know where he was, the ref can call it a fight. But they did not. So you have to imagine that. What's next for these fighters? All right, hold up. Let me. Can I? Oh yeah, cancel this. I don't care. What's next? Ian Garry says he wants to be the backup fighter for the next fight, which is Bilal versus JDM. Good for him, I guess. I mean, being a backup fighter, I mean, it's an easy way for Dana to fuck you over, I guess. But hey, one of them gets injured, you're fighting for a title. So, you know, it's a good position to put yourself in, I guess. And then it puts you as a high profile of this guy's next up kind of situation. Me personally, I think Joaquin Buckley off a win against Usman is next up. I think if Joaquin Buckley would have finished Colby Covington like how he was going to, then that would have been a good person to go in for the title. Sean Brady beating Leon Edwards, I think, has a higher chance getting a title shot off their performance than Ian Garry. I don't know if Ian Garry said that like he was. Oh, look at Ian Garry switch his thing. He didn't do this in the fight as well. I would like to point out. Ian Garry, he kept it pretty conventional the whole time. I also didn't see Carlos Prates switch it up, which is, I mean, that's interesting. Prates, that wasn't his best night. That wasn't his best night. And it's almost like he had an adrenaline dump. Like, he came out and he seen that he was like, this was his moment, that he could really put himself on the map with a win. And I guess he held himself back, you know. It's gonna be real rough for him to get back up there. He's 31, coming off a loss. Hey, first of all, from what I see, if we want to get Prates back on the map, put him against Colby Covington, both coming off a loss on Fight Night main events, where the finish could be hotly contested, and I could have won that fight if, you know. So fuck it. 2 people coming off losses. Loser leaves the UFC. Prates versus Colby Covington. I'm fucking with it. If Carlos Prates is going to be taken seriously in this division, he can't be getting backed up with wrestling from goddamn Ian Garry. No disrespect to Ian Garry, because I respect Ian Garry as the fighter. I don't know about what he's doing outside. I can't attest to that. I like these people's work inside the ring, inside this Kumite circle, even though they've never fought here. You guys get what I mean. Him against Kobe Covington, so he can end Kobe Covington. You know, then he get back on people's good side. Because once people really marinate on the severity of him, it's round 5. There's a minute left on the clock. Your corner has to be telling you, throw punches. Just like the man is on the ground. Hey, shout out to Carlos Prates having an Audi. I got an Audi too. My bad. That was great. My bad. Your corner is sitting on the, like they're telling you 30 seconds left. The man is on the ground like this. Just jump on him. Finish the fight, you know? But no, Carlos Prates is literally going like this. And that's cool when it's round 2, 3 minutes left. Or round 1, 4 minutes left. But also, we're going to have to start investigating Carlos Prates. Please don't end this. I kind of want to keep talking. Actually, good. All right, go back and watch that Giles fight. That's the one fight of Prates action, right? Giles was actually giving him some good bump, you know? So, we can't even, we don't actually know how good Carlos Prates is, all right? And if we want to keep him in this high spot, because of the fighting nerds and all that, then I say Kobe Covington. We can get some nationalists, America versus Brazil. I don't know if that's really a thing. I know Kobe's on I know Kobe's contract has got to be high because he's a big star. So we got to put him in big spots. Carlos Prates is a big name. The fans were wanting him to win. I'll finish now. The fans were wanting him to win. Like, Carlos Prates lacks this. And that's a separator, all right? I want to look up that Chinese guy's name. I hope he's in the game. I want to make a commentary on that. But finish the. I don't know if he knew how hurt Garry actually was. Like, name one fighter you've seen winning a fight fall away on his hands and knees to a cage. I'll wait. You can't. You know, he had a chance to win that. His lizard brain didn't turn on. He has some cool ass tattoos. Maybe. They're not satanic. Yeah, his takedown defense is cool. Look at his left half, by the way. Like, his takedown defense is amazing. His power is real. His cardio is ass. Stop smoking 15 Newports a day, bro. But, you know, I hope to see these two back in the ring soon. Garry, I don't think so. His arm is probably broke. Yeah, and Prates, I'm telling you, him against Kobe Covington, I'm fucking with that, bro. I'm fucking with that. Get Kobe bitch ass out of here, bro. All right, then because I think Kobe's still holding up one of those top. I'm not gonna call them seedings, ranks. Which, by the way, those mean like. These numbers next to people's name, like we got people at 7 beating number 13 calling for title shots. These numbers clearly mean nothing behind the scenes, and we need to make them mean something so that they mean something to the fans. Okay? Because Garry calling for a title shot after we're yelling at Carlos Prates, throw punches, he's almost out, finish him. That's a horrible look. All right? And also, why not make these guys fight to a finish? Can we have that? Make that for the BMF. The BMF is people fighting to a finish. All right. I'm done giving y'all free knowledge. All right. Tap into my road to GOAT 135 bantamweight series. I'm in the WFA. I'm trying to get out the WFA, man. Like, they just got me squashing people in there. I'm yapping. I'll catch y'all later. It's Sick 86. And go fuck with Wisconsin too. And all the other things I got on my channel. All right, more to come. More to come. Trust me. Like and subscribe.